Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name is Brianna. I just turned 20 back in June. I'm currently 7 months pregnant, and yeah, if you want to follow me through my journey and in life as like a mom, as a human being trying to make it out in life, yeah, just hit that subscribe button. So today what I'm planning to film is just like a get ready with me / life update, and maybe like a mini story time. I'm not sure yet. We'll see where this video goes. Hopefully it's a good one. But yeah, just keep on watching if you want to like chit chat with me. I already basically did my eyebrows, so basically let's do my life update. So I'm gonna be looking over here because my mirror is over here. So what's new? So I turned 20 in June. I didn't do anything really exciting this year, but I spent it mostly just with my best friend. It's nice. I appreciate her for everything that she did for me that day. It was a good time. It's a good time. As most of you know, I am a soon-to-be mommy, so I mean I couldn't do much, like, and then it is Rona, so you know we're very limited. Yeah, that's a little update on that. Baby, how are we doing? So me and baby are doing great so far, thankfully. I am a little worried, or I do get a little bit paranoid, because just like I don't know if you guys have watched my previous videos. I did move like during my pregnancy, so I missed out on about 2 months worth of doctor appointments. So I didn't see a doctor within those 2 months, and that is honestly what if you're pregnant, or like if you've ever been pregnant, I don't know about you, but like you be getting paranoid. At least I be getting paranoid even when I was just waiting for my monthly checkup. Like I just wanted to see the doctor already to make sure that everything is going good, you know, all that good stuff. But yeah, I was waiting for my whole insurance and everything to transfer over here, and it was just a big long process. It was very annoying, but I did get a couple 4D ultrasounds in between. The third time I did get to see her. We only got like honestly like 2 really good pictures, but she kept moving. She's a very active baby. As far as like how have I been feeling, I've been feeling great, honestly. Like I can't complain. My nausea died down a little. I want to say like probably like 1 or 2 weeks into my 2nd trimester, and then I just started my 7 months, my 3rd trimester. So yeah, it's getting pretty close to having baby girl here, and I'm kind of scared, kind of nervous for the whole labor thing. It's gonna be definitely an experience, a very eye-opening experience, but I'm very excited. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been going on in my life. Hopefully I leave on maternity leave soon, because homegirl cannot take like work and pregnancy and senora life like all at all at once. I can't, like I don't know about y'all, but I can't. Like it's so exhausting to like cook, clean, and go to work and carrying a baby. Like girl, I made organs today, worked, cleaned, and cooked. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's tiring. I do plan to do a lot more videos when I'm on maternity leave. That's just my life update. My life is very boring besides me being pregnant, honestly. But let's do a little story time. I kind of wanted to do a story time of like my old job, of like encountering some crazy ass customers. This one always comes into my mind when I think of, oh, I want to do like a story time or a juicy story. But I used to work at a pizza place. I used to have 2 jobs, long story short, and I used to be a supervisor at my other job at the pizza place. I was an opening supervisor, so I would always work. It was just me and my 2 drivers, right? So between 10 to 2 I didn't have my manager, I didn't have a helper inside with me. So like if I got shitted on with orders and my drivers had hella deliveries, like I was inside doing everything by myself, answering phones and blah 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 and the third. That was almost always the case. This particular week I was like going through shit outside of work, and you know, having 2 jobs, like you don't have really time to like for yourself or like to just like, you know, deal with life. So I was already in the mindset that I was just kind of like, don't want to be here, you know, like this is the last place I want to be. So we're just gonna keep that in mind. We were getting shitted on with orders, and so whatever I answered, I do the protocol. I can't remember the fucking protocol no more. Damn, I can't believe I can't remember that. But anyways, I was saying the protocol, right? And I'm being nice, like I'm not just being a complete bitch or anything like that. Like I'm going through it, but I'm actually very good at like kind of not taking it out on the customers. Like I'm still good at providing good customer service. I was like, will this be for pickup or delivery? She's like, delivery. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's her address? She goes, so and so Elmo Loop. And I was like, in my head I was like, what the fuck, like maybe we don't deliver to that area, because for me at least it was the first time I ever heard that address, like, or that street address, you know, like that street. So I was like, did she say Elmo, like Elmo, like Elmo land, you know, like I was like, what the fuck. And so whenever you know, like I am questioning it, I'll just ask the customer like, oh, can you spell it out for me, because like I don't want to send my driver to the wrong place and like just be a whole mess. So I go, oh, can you please spell it out for me? Homegirl wanted to be about it. Like I could already tell she had attitude, and like I could already tell that she was just gonna be a pain in the ass, but whatever. I asked her to spell it out for me, right? Homegirl girls, Elmo Loop, Elmo Loop. I was like, damn, but like with hella attitude, right? Like saying it like, is you dumb? Like, did you not hear what I said? Like, you can't spell Elmo, you know? But like for me, it was just like to make sure that I got it right. Like you didn't have to act that way. And so me being me, like I'm stupid. It like kind of slipped out. And all I said was, well, you don't have to be so rude about it. Something like that. But I didn't even like raise my voice. I didn't like say like, you don't gotta be rude. Like I didn't say nothing like that. I was just like, oh, like you don't have to be so rude about it, like that, literally. That was enough for this female to go crazy on me. Like I mean crazy. Like she was like, excuse me. I was just like, bro, it's not that serious. Like it's not. And like she was just like, she just started, she was like, girl, put somebody else on the phone, this and that, blah blah. She just started talking mad shit to me. And I don't know why I fucked up right here too. I don't know why my instinct just told me hang up. I hung up. I fucked up right there big time. It just made everything worse. I instantly knew there were so many other ways I could have gone about it, but I hung up. Okay, so that just made everything worse. She continuously called back, and so I would be like, okay, like, ma'am, do you want to order something or not? Because she would just call back just to talk to me. She's like, I'm already on my way, this and that, blah blah blah, I want to speak, put somebody else on the phone, I don't want to talk to you, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, bro, like there's nobody else in the store. Like literally my drivers were out, I was by myself, and I kept telling that to her. I was like, there's nobody else here. And she's like, yeah, there is, stop acting stupid, blah blah blah, in the third. And I was just like, okay. And so like she kept yelling at me, and like I didn't raise my tone or anything like that, but I just didn't know what to do. So I just kept hanging up. And so when I wouldn't hang up, I would just put it on hold. Finally my driver gets there, and I started telling him, and as she's calling, so I was like, answer the phone, because I like, she does not want to talk to me, like, at all. He's like, no, I'm not answering that. He's like, I don't get paid enough for this. I was like, bro, I was like, are you dead ass right now? I was stuck like answering the phone. I was like, okay, do you want to place an order or not? Because there's nobody else here to take your order. I was like, do you want me to place you on hold? My manager comes in at 2. It was like 1 something. I was like, she comes in a couple minutes. Like, what do you want me to do? She's like, put somebody else on the phone. I put her on hold again. And then I think she ends up hanging up, and then she calls again because like she was on hold for so long. I answer again. I just kept saying the protocol, and she's like, Brianna, I am not someone to play with. And I was just like, bruh, like, I mean, I was like, okay, like, I was like, do you want to place an order? I could just kept repeating myself, like, at this point, like, that's all I could do. Like, I couldn't do anything else. And as I'm explaining to her again, my manager's walking in. So I was like, oh, thank God. So I put the bitch on hold. All she was doing was just this. And I started explaining to my manager. And I was like, and I think she's about to come down here right now because she said that she was coming. And then she was like, oh, well, she hung up. So she was like, I guess we'll just wait and see. And I was like, okay. So at this point, it's just like the waiting game, right? So I'm on the phone with another customer. And keep in mind, I'm at the register in the very front, like where the doors, like for her to walk in, like I'm in the front. And I did this on purpose because I wanted to see when she came. I was debating if I should go into the back to avoid more problems. Like, I was just debating, right? And I was like, no, that I'm gonna stay on the phone in the front. I was like, I'm gonna deal with it. I can tell right away when she pulled up, because she pulled in like hell fast, like pissed. She was mad, like really mad. Okay, so homegirl comes in, right? And then she walks up, and I'm on the phone. So I'm like this, I'll be right with you. And then she goes, are you Brianna? And I was like, bitch, you really came in here get like that? Like, why? And I was just like, yes, I'll be right with you. Still trying to remain calm. She was like, I don't gotta give you a second. Da-da-da-da. Like, she just started going off, and I was just like, bro, oh my gosh. So then I was on the phone, and like, he obviously could hear, and I was like, can I please place you on hold? And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I put him on hold, and I was like, give me 1 second. She was just yelling at me. She's like, oh, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's up? Like that. And I was just like, bro, like, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm on the job, bro. Like, so I was like, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go get my manager. And she was like, I don't gotta give you a second, blah, blah, blah. So I just left her yelling. I was like, you is doing way too much. Like, I don't know what you had to eat. I go and get my manager. Oh, listen to this. The owner was there. Like, of the pizza place. Yeah, he was there. I was like, oh, great. I'm getting fired today. So yeah, the owner was there. So my manager was in the office talking to the owner, right? I told my manager, hey, she's here. And she's like over here going crazy, like yelling. She was just like, oh, like, I'll be right there. I was like, okay. I go back and I'm like, okay, like, my manager will be with you in just a second. She pursues, like, trying to fight me. She's like, oh, like, I don't gotta give you a second, this and that. I need to speak to your manager right now. Oh, you was the one that just kept hanging up on me? What's up? I was like, it's not that serious. Like, you're fighting over you're trying to fight an employee that's on the job just because I say you don't gotta be so rude. Like, you're acting like I spit in your food or something. Like, chill the out. I was like, you literally, like, she drove all the way down there just to make me relevant, basically. I just, like, was just looking at her, and I was just like, my manager will be right with you. And then she was just like, no, like, what's up? And like, we have other customers calling. My other driver, like, he had been there longer than me, but he was just like a driver. So he knew, like, he knows how to take phone calls and stuff. My other driver was just minding his own business, or I think he was out on a delivery, I don't know. So the other driver, he was helping me take orders. He was pissed. He was just like, bro, like, you're really doing all this. So I go back and I go to the office. I'm like, hey, like, she just keeps yelling, like, you guys need to come, like, right now. And at this point, the owner heard her. Like, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. So then my manager and the owner come out. Tell me why this psycho ass, like, yelling at the owner, like, are you the manager? Blah, 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 blah. And he was just like, no. And then my manager, she was pissed at this point. She was like, no, I'm the manager. So then she turns to her. She's like, well, I don't know how you run stuff around here, this and that, but this employee right here, she's very rude. She needs to be fired, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay. I was just standing there, like, being quiet. I was like, I'm not about to make the situation worse for myself. And she was like, oh, like, I got anger issues. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Blah, 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 blah. I'm from the ghetto and the blah, blah, blah. We're just like, bro, we don't we don't care about, like, no one asked basically. So we're just kind of like, okay, this is just crazy. She just wanted to beat my ass basically, and just like, sit your ass down. So eventually the owner was just like, okay, let's step outside. He gives her free pizza and he ends up delivering the food for her himself. I was just kind of like, so that's what you gotta do to get free food, I guess. But yeah, that was that. I did not get fired. I didn't even get talked to like that. Like, the owner, he talked to me eventually while we were making pizzas. Like, he didn't even fucking pull me into the office or anything. He was just like helping us make pizzas, and then he was kind of just like trying to give me a talk. He was like, I'm gonna listen to the recordings, like the phone calls. He was like, but is there anything that you feel like you could have done differently, or anything you want to tell me now, like, you know, basically saying before I can hear it myself. And I was just kind of like, well, no. I was like, I know I could have handled the situation a little bit better. Like, I obviously could have not hung up on her. I just didn't know what to do in that situation. And I just panicked and kept hanging up because I didn't know what to do. I was like, but I mean, you can do what you got to do. I'm not telling you, like, I'm not gonna try and stay here and like play sympathetic or anything like that. I was like, she was over here talking about like, oh, she's been through stuff, blah blah blah. I was like, and it's kind of hard to, I was like, I'm going through things outside of work myself, and it's just kind of hard to be dealing with people like that and being at work and having to remain calm, which I honestly remained calm. He basically said, don't bring your problems into work. And I was just like, fuck you. Like, if only you knew you were part of the problem, or at least the way he runs his place was part of the problem. I got a raise after that, so that's how I knew. Yeah, that was the story for that. People are just like, I don't know, like, they feel entitled since you're at work and they're the customer. Like, customer's always right. That saying is so stupid. Like, honestly, no, they're not always right. So that concludes my get ready with me, my little life update, whatever this video is. Mini story times. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully I see you guys soon with a video. I'm planning a Q&A, so I would say, once again, go ahead and follow my Instagram. Ask me questions there. If you want to get to know me, send me a message, I'll answer. Comment down below, anything. Like, honestly, you can reach me anywhere and I will answer you. Like, I always want to interact with you guys, so don't be scared, don't be shy. Like, I'm not shy. I'll be shy at first, but like, if you know me, I'm not that shy. So I post at least once a month. I know the goal was at least once a week or so, but you know, hopefully once I'm in maternity leave, I have a little bit more time on my hands, I can post actually a little bit more frequently. But then eventually I am going to be a mommy, and you know, life happens, but we'll see. The goal now is just at least once a month. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the post notifications every single time I post a new video. If you want to come on this journey with my life with me, then you already know. I don't even know what to say, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.